Do you want to stop wavering in your manifestations? Good. So does half of the fucking world because it's so hard. And I'm gonna just give you like a tip or a technique that works for me to help me stop wavering my manifestations, but it may be a little bit unorthodox. You might not hear it anywhere else, and I'm sorry that I'm that liar. Okay, so before I even give you my technique, I have to be 1,000% honest with you. The fact that like you're always going to waver. I don't know how to say this correctly. You're always going to waver. You're human. You have a million thoughts in a day. It's okay if a few of them catch your eye and you kind of get stuck on them for a few hours. That's fine. You wavering for a bit is not going to stop your manifestation in the ton. Okay? Stop putting that pressure on yourself. You're going to hurt yourself. Don't put that pressure on yourself. It's okay to waver sometimes as long as it's not your everyday normal. Don't put that pressure on yourself. But that aside, that brings me to my point of, as someone that is a constant overthinker with anxiety and that feels herself like constantly having to waver sometimes because of her million and one thoughts and her anxiety, I'm going to tell you this. The best way to stop your wavering, at least for me, that's worked really well for me, is to not stop my wavering in its tracks. I have to let the wavering ride out and then insert my positive thoughts right afterwards to kind of just like reset my mind, if you understand what I'm saying. Because here's my analogy. If you're wavering, right? It's like you're having a conversation with somebody. You're talking, and then they cut you off with something, but kind of negating the fact of what you're saying. You're gonna feel offended. You're gonna keep talking. You're gonna be like, I'm trying to prove my point, and then it just kind of turns into an argument back and forth where you end up frustrated or anxious, and you just spiral deeper into that wavering. You kind of get what I'm saying with that analogy. I'm trying to say, finish your wavering before you start to inject those positive thoughts and affirmations and redirect your mind. Because cutting it off, your wavering off in the middle, is literally just like somebody cutting you off in the middle of a sentence. It doesn't do anything if you're an overthinker. It just leads you to overthink more and try to argue against those positive thoughts that you're saying. And then you end up in a comatose state for 3 hours in your bed because you tried to fight your wavering thoughts instead of just letting it ride out and then inserting your positive thoughts. And I know a lot of people will tell you cut off that wavering thought and immediately start talking about your positive, but that doesn't work for everybody. Not everybody's mind works in that way where they're able to, and if yours is, thumbs up for you. I'm really happy and proud of you. But for us that struggle with the overthinking thoughts and the wavering and like it just leads to a spiral, I'm telling you, just let yourself waver and spiral and then pick yourself back up. Like it's literally not going to affect your manifestation because you already know that it's real, is basically what I'm saying. And wavering is realistic, okay? Your mind is gonna fight you. I don't like when people constantly inject the positive things like you can't think negative, you can't waver. But that's real. Wavering is gonna happen. That's fine. Just don't let it take you into a comatose state for 3 hours or a day or a week. Like there is ways to handle wavering, but just don't cut yourself off, basically. But long story short, I found that that's the best way to work with wavering for me. Let me know if it works for you in any way, shape, or form. If you want me to explain it better, I'm not always best with my words. I'm not always a wordsmith. So I don't know if it sounded right coming out of my mouth to you. I don't know. Just let me know. But that's how I handle wavering. And if anybody tries to force this like fake positive thing on you, just tell them fuck off. Like, like fuck off. And everybody thinks positive all the time. It's so fake. It's so toxic. Let yourself waver, and then you just fix it. You pick yourself right up afterwards. I don't know. That's what's worked for me. It saved me from being in a comatose state for 3 fucking hours or 3 years or 3 days. It's helped a lot. So let me know if it's helped with your overthinking mind. Thanks for joining me today on getting this tip out to you. And yeah, see you next time.